This is Chandelier, keeping it real.
Nobody haven't complained yet. They love it. Her merchandise is beautiful. And for you men and boys, please be safe out here, because I will be back with another talk segment for y'all, because I got to keep making these videos because I'm trying to reach a lot of y'all. You know, and I know it's a lot of women up here. And if y'all watching these videos, y'all need to try and put these videos on to the men and boys that's in your family. You know, your uncles, your brothers, and all that. Just don't y'all watch them and then y'all get mad. You know, and not trying to spread this good wisdom that I'm putting down for these boys. This is wisdom and knowledge, okay, that I'm putting down for these boys. You know, because this is something that I experienced, you know, with my son, Calvin Want to Give Sr. I experienced this, so I could talk about this and give this out for these men and boys. You know, and y'all need to give this out to these men and boys that's in your family. You know what I'm saying? If your father's going through stuff, your grandfathers, your uncles, your male cousins, you got male friends out there in school or, you know, off school grounds, let them know about Chandelier Keeping It Real. Got a YouTube channel out there for the men, you know. Men don't walk, run, you know, from these Jezebels. As soon as you click on there, you'll see a whole column I got there that I'm building for these men and boys. Since it happened for my son, like I said, I'm a voice for my son. And I'm going to keep this promise to him. I am his voice. And I'm going to keep being voiceful for him. I don't care who don't like it, who never speaks to me again. I'm still going to speak for my son. And I'm quite sure other people, if they lost children, like I lost 2 children, they're going to speak for their kids. How you going to get mad with a mother that lost 2 children? And I'm voicing myself for my son. Not hurting nobody, not messing with nobody, not hurting nobody, not messing with nobody. And y'all mad because I'm voicing for my son? That's what a mother does. That's what a father does. Voice for their children that they lost. To put other people on. Especially if their child was mistreated. You know? And dogged out in horrific ways. You know? Terrible ways. They're going to voice for their kids. Don't care who don't like it. It won't stop until justice is served. Because everybody think they got away with something, and they didn't get away with nothing, not with God. You might got away with it with us, but God see everything. Oh, I did that. You know, going on, you living your life. Yeah, live your life. But watch out, because God said vengeance is his. You know, this can go around here demanding people's children. You know, and think that's okay. I don't care if it was a female demise. You don't go around demising nobody's daughters neither. It goes both ways. You know? God ain't pleased with stuff like that. And this is a serious thing that happened to my son. I'm not getting up here showboating. This not no game. This is real, this is serious, and this is hurtful. Especially people going around lying, talking about that he died at Bristol, Connecticut hospital. No, he didn't. He died with his other woman in her car. The woman was so hurt and tore up. I was with her. They drove to a hospital. She drove to a hospital. She followed the ambulance with my son in the ambulance. And that's why I'm on my platform. And y'all need to, you know, get with the program. Because it's some serious stuff. I'm not going to stop talking for my son. And everybody, you know, with a blue face. I don't care how a blue face. Stay mad. Stay angry with me. Never speak to me. I'm going to speak for my son, Bukum Senka. Calvin Want to Give Sr. My heart is broken. Broken into bits. And y'all think this is a game? Something just to, well, anyways. Oh, and ain't nothing he used to. How dare you say something like that? Ain't nothing he used to getting abused? Who gonna get used to being abused? My son was crying all the time to me. He couldn't deal with it. But loving somebody, trying to stay, in the hope so somebody change. Come on now. When you see a person ain't changing, you got to walk away. You know, you got to dismiss yourself. I mean, If you don't want to walk away right then and there, then stay away from them. Especially if you're living in the same house. Emotionally detach yourself. Emotionally walk away. Emotionally walk away. That's it. Emotionally walk away. Because you ain't got nothing verbal nice to say to each other anyway. Mostly walk away. Stop speaking. Until you get your own place, move out. Or go to your parents. Because those parents always got a place for you to stay. Don't stay in no relationship because you think you on the outs. You ain't got no place to go. My son was hurt. I'm going to voice for him. I don't care who get mad holding grudges, shunning people and all that, not speaking and all that. Who cares? Who cares? You got to give an account for that for God. Trying to shun your parents, shun your mother, shun your father. You know, who cares? You're not hurting nobody, you're not hurting me. The only person you're hurting is yourself down the road. Because trust me, you'll need me before I need you. And I did nothing to a soul that's walking this earth. Everything I did for a person was good. In good intention. I had no bad intention when I do something for somebody. Because I don't want that on my conscience. I'm not that type of person. I don't roll like that. I don't roll with the devil. You know? We don't hang out. We don't do no hanging. I hang with Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit. I don't do no hanging with Satan. You know? I don't play a dozen. I'm not doing that. I ain't playing a dozen or half a dozen with him. Y'all can keep that. I'm going to be here. Because y'all going to need me for I need y'all. And that's a terrible thing. Y'all got to pick up the Bible. You're doing that to your parents. I hear that on the internet too. Disrespecting their parents and all that. You know? Like it's a clan. Like a cult they got going on. Disrespect your parents and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm not that parent. You're not going to disrespect me and think it's okay. You know? I don't got time for that. You know, because everybody reap what they sow. You got to get on your knees. Because God deal with disrespectful kids. You cut your days short. Okay? When you're doing stuff like that. And when you're being nasty out your mouth, at the side of your neck talking. Because you grown. So you figure you could disrespect your parents. And threaten your parents and stuff. Like somebody supposed to be scared and shaking. Who's scared and shaking? Who's scared? I know your parents ain't scared. Don't be scared of your children. How dare you? You better not be. Because I damn sure not. We on the whoosh factor. You know? Us parents like me, we on the whoosh factor. And every parent know what I'm talking about. The whoosh factor. With anybody. Not just kids, anybody. We whoosh. Okay? Stay mad. Got to know to be mad. I'm mad. My sons ain't here. I don't have two sons. I'm mad. I'm hurt. I'm upset. I'm devastated. My heart is shattered. Into pieces. Broken. My soul is toe up. My nerves is shot. Got to know to be mad. At what? Because the truth coming out? Always going to come out. Over evil. Over lies. How many lies you going to tell to cover up that lie? Like my mother said. You got to tell another lie to cover up the next lie and the next lie. And the truth, boom, shoot right out. Shoot right out over all them lies. Never could be trusted. Just a liar. Devious, demonic, Jezebel, succubus, Siren. You all that. Thought, hoochie, every now and then. And y'all proud of that, to be every now and then. Some side chick. My man. Got to know to be mad. My son ain't here. The nerve of y'all. I lost 2 sons. I ain't looking for no sympathy. I don't need no sympathy. I'm good over here. I have strong industry. I have a strong mind. I'm intelligent. I'm bright. I'm smart. I'm brilliant. I know what's going on. Like I said, God always got me ready. Got me alert. Okay? I can see. Like I got eyes in the back of my head. Okay? I can feel things. Look right at you and see if you're right or you're not. Okay? That's why it's quiet. That's why it's silent. Because I can hear it through the phone. When anybody call me, I know when you're happy, when you're sad. And when you're being nasty and hateful, because the way you be talking. But I let that go, because I let God deal with it. I have no room, okay, for toxicness. I have no room. You know, I have no room. I'm done with that. I have no room. Never had room for that. I ain't gonna let nobody mess up my good spirit, my good soul. I ain't gonna let nobody disturb my peace. I'll let y'all talk, because God will deal with you in the long run. Okay? This is my son. I birthed. Carried 9 months. Okay? Not nobody else's son. He was single, free, and disengaged to do what the hell he wanted to do. When he wanted to do it. However he wanted to do it. Anytime he wanted to do it. He was his own person. A grown man. You can't raise a grown man. He already raised. You can't raise a grown woman. She already raised. Okay? Yeah, he just like me. Because somebody was trying to raise me. I'm grown. You can't raise me. Don't nobody want no toxic man neither. Now it's a word for it, narcissist. You will never go back to somebody that abused you mentally, physically, verbally, psychologically. Okay? You don't go back to that. What you want to go back to that for? What you going to miss? Being verbal abused, mentally abused, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, physical abuse. That's all you're missing. Them people don't change. You hear it in their voice when they talk. They don't change. Like I said, they just change addresses. You in your peace, stay in your peace. You doing you, do you. Your life is blossom, because mine is blossoming. And I'm living in my peace, and I'm blossoming. And doing what the heck I want to do. Wearing my makeup, wearing my beautiful clothes and everything. Doing me. Feeling good inside my soul. Just broke up the broke up the bits and pieces. Broke up in bits and pieces about my son. But I'm doing good over here. Because I have to. But it hurts. But I have to stay stable. But it hurts every day. I get headaches. And I'm not supposed to be getting headaches. Supposed to, you know, chill. But this here is mind-blowing. But I'm good, though. You know, because I got something to live for. Okay? I got Diamond Original. And my other sons. I got something to live for. And myself. I got something to live for. I got other family members. I got something to live for. So I got to keep myself going. And I got to keep these videos going. I'm not going nowhere, men and boys. And I hope some of y'all reach these videos for real. To save yourself from the Jezebel, the succubus, the siren. You know? Disgusting, looking like a fish, a human. Up here is human. The woman's face in the fish body. You know, y'all got to look this stuff up. Stuff in the Bible and everything. Y'all look this stuff up. People talking about young boys. Young boys talking about this. What? Look like what? 18, 19, 20? Young boys talking about this. How he had to get away. Just sucking everything out of him. I said, I thank God that young man got out of that. That's scary. That's why I'm talking to y'all like this. I'm not being mean or nothing to these Jezebels. I hope they get help. I really hope they get help, these succubus, these sirens. Because they probably don't know they're being used by Satan to demise the man or to control the man by their sex appeal. You know, wiggling around and wearing seductive clothes and all that stuff. You know, throwing their body at them and everything. And lying to them. You know? And then they'll get what they want. Then they want people to gay up on them. You know? And hurt them or demise them. And nobody know about this. That's why a lot of people is talking about this. That's why I'm up here talking about this. Because it needs to be talked about more. Being that happened to my son. I don't care what nobody talk about what happened to my son. I know what happened to him. Telling lies. Like y'all know what happened to my son. I don't care if it's family, friends, associates, stuff. Y'all don't know what happened to my son. I know what happened to him. So don't be talking something that you don't know. I know what happened to him. And nobody got to not like me, siding with other people that hurt my son. I know what the heck happened to my son. He was telling me everything. Hurt my bookums like that, my stinker. And anybody that got a nickname, I know y'all still got y'all nicknames that y'all grandmother or mother, father gave y'all. Nobody never outgrow their nicknames. Got the nerve to be saying some mess like that. He outgrew his nickname, Stinker. No, he loved his nickname, Bookum Stinker, and Angel Reservoir, he named his own self. People don't know what they're talking about. Be quiet. My son loved his nickname. He had no problem with it. Grown man. I'm still calling him Stinker. And he answered and respond. He loved his name. The Poogie, he's still being called Poogie, whoever Poogie is. You know? Come on. Everybody love their nicknames. They'll die with their nicknames. I even got a nickname my mother named me. Come on now. Don't try to minimize what I named my son. Calvin Walter Gibbs, Sr. And correct his name. Took his name off the tombstone. It's Calvin Walter Gibbs. Not Calvin Gibbs. It's Calvin Walter Gibbs, Sr. See, that's some evil stuff right there. He got my father's first name as his middle name. My father is Walter. And I named my son after my father. It's Calvin Walter Gibbs Sr. That's some nasty evil stuff. Like I said, succubus, Jezebels. Control. That's evil and nasty. And God ain't pleased with stuff like that. And everybody's going to get dealt with. Not supposed to be doing stuff like that, putting your name on people's tombstones and stuff like that. Putting damnation on yourself. Just sign your own death certificate. Who does stuff like that? Just put the person name. You don't put your name on that. Nobody never ever in their life did nothing like that. That's control. Power and control, like I said. Everybody want power and control or something or somebody so they can feel important. Wasn't no party, no block party. You know? No engagement. No lottery party or nothing like that. No club. A funeral that he didn't even want. My son wanted to be cremated. Not no funeral. He wasn't no bugs crawling up on him. That's terrible. And I'm here to talk about it because I can. Because that's my son. And I will. Every single time. This is devastating. Never ever heal from this. Ain't no God big enough in this earth that'll heal a wound in my heart. I can't speak for everybody else. Seems like everybody else is happy. As far as I'm concerned, from what I can see. And then they'll be like, what's she talking about? How's she going to say that? I'm hurt. I love him. How dare her? No, I'm looking at people's actions. People's actions will tell you exactly how they feel about you and tell you exactly how they feel about another person. My mother told me, a person always got to voice themselves. Their action will tell you exactly how they feel about you. And how they feel about Stinker? Silence. Actions speak louder than words. Show me, baby. I love it. Let me know what time it is. I like this. Be true to yourself. That's right. Be true to yourself. Because I know how to deal with you now. Against Bookums, because he was real like his mother. So y'all don't like him, y'all can't stand him. Saying all mean things to him before he died. I know about it. Being hateful to him. Just downright ugly. Same thing with Smoke. Being hateful to him. Talking junk about him. Talking junk to him. Come on now. You got the nerve to want to cry. Guilt. Guilt-ridden. Anytime somebody crying, guilt-ridden. Guilt-ridden tears. Dry them flaky tears up. Guilt-ridden tears. Them crocodile tears. Come on now. Wasn't hurt. Was glad. At ease. Whew, thank God. Ain't got to deal with him no more. Oh. Like, come on. Because he's keeping it real. Good-hearted person. Give you a short off his back. It was all good, though, when he was handing out money, though, like Santa Claus. Giving everybody money. Kids money. Everybody money. Food. Giving people clothes. Jewelry. Taking them out to the club and stuff. Spending on everybody in the club. You know. Big bottles. And everything. Think I don't know? Me and my son talk. Helping out people when they're in a hard situation. You know, giving them boatloads of money. Here, pay this. Here, take this. Take that. Don't worry about it. You know, come on. Now he gone. It's like, whatever. I see. Just because I ain't saying nothing about, why would I? All it's going to be is some excuses and lies. Oh, no, girl, it ain't like that. Oh, well, you know, I'm over here doing this and doing, no, it ain't like that. You know? Come on. I ain't asking y'all to wallow in pity and all that about my son. But my God. Really? I should speak loud in words. I'm his mother. Over there trying to lick somebody else's wound and pat them on the back. And I'm his mother. I birthed him. You know? I ain't asking you to lick my wounds and pat me on my back. But gee, I know how you feel about me too. He just like his mother. Yeah, because we keep it real over here. I don't do fake, and I don't do phony, and I don't do demonic. I don't do no sucker biz, no Jezebel. I don't do none of that stuff. Like I said, I don't roll with the devil. Okay? Whether you like it or don't like it. And I'm going to let you boys know the next time I get on here. Because I got some more good stuff, more good segments for y'all. Okay? And I love y'all boys. Y'all got to really, really be careful out here. And I will see y'all on my next talk segment. Okay? Because me and Diamond Original doing some big things out here for y'all. Okay? And I love everybody. And everybody stay safe. And you Jezebels, please go get some help for yourself. Peace. I'm out. I'm sharing it, keeping it real. 365 days a year. Peace. I'm out. Stay safe, men and boys.